University of Florida's IFAS Extension services have been around Polk County for a number of years and just celebrated its 100th anniversary educating the public on science-based services. Here to talk with us a little bit about what exactly they do, and more specifically in the family and consumer science area, is Whitney Fung. So thanks for coming. If you can, talk to us a little bit about what IFAS does, what you guys do, and because you guys have been around for Polk County, God, it seems like forever and a half, but I know you guys do a lot of good work.
Sure. Yes, so it's the University of Florida IFAS Extension service. We provide the science-based education to the people in Polk County. And it's a partnership between the University of Florida and the Board of County Commissioners. So we're able to work with the university, and we take the science and the research and then we extend it into the communities. So every single county in Florida does have some type of extension service that's provided. We serve the people of Polk County, and we have a variety of programs. If you go on our website, polkextension.com, you'll see things if you've heard of like 4-H or the Master Gardeners. Those are also extension programs. We also have small farms, citrus, livestock, and I work specifically for family and consumer sciences.
All right. So what do you do with the family and consumer sciences specifically?
Okay, so family and consumer sciences is traditionally the home economist.
Okay.
They focus a lot on the canning, the sewing, being in the kitchen, but then as times changed and families have had different needs, then they started to expand to really anything related to family health and well-being. So then the overall umbrella is family and consumers. So anything to do with family wellness, that can include positive parenting, positive communication, family financial management, and nutrition and health. And I focus specifically on nutrition and health because my position is also partly funded by the indigent healthcare. So I'm able to do different types of programs and educational programs, and going out to teach. We do free diabetes classes twice a month, along with the indigent healthcare nurse, or some people know the program as Polk Healthcare Plan. Mm-hmm. But then I also do a lot of nutrition classes. So a lot of focus on nutrition education and preventing chronic disease.
Well, that's a lot different than the IFAS part that I know that's been around for years, doing the 4-H program and you know, working with the youth and things like that. Also the Master Gardeners as well. I've known about them for quite a while. So.
Yeah.
Now, I know the work that you guys do, you know, really looking at the family consumer side. What are some of those things that you guys get out into the community and do specifically? I know you've got, you know, the National Nutrition Month coming up in March. You've got some activities planned with that. You can talk to a little bit about that.
Sure. So my programs kind of vary a lot depending on what the organization might request. I work with a lot of free and faith-based clinics, nonprofit organizations to provide that education.
Do you provide those in classes? Or?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So they can be workshops, they can be classes, but I've even been out to the markets. We're looking to go to farmers markets and talk to people about the fruits and vegetables, what are the benefits of eating healthy. So just a variety of different sites that we can work with. And since it's overall wellness for children, adults, older adults, focusing on, you know, everybody in the community, we have a lot to work with. I do have a summer camp, so we teach kids on My Plate and how to eat healthy. Mm-hmm. For adults, I've been trying to work with businesses to do worksite wellness programs. There is a group out there called Polk Wellness Professionals, and just to work with businesses and do lunch and learns. And then for older adults, we're able to work with the congregate meal sites as part of the county to educate folks that way. We have a variety of other programs under Family and Consumer Sciences.
Now, this is all stuff that they can find on the website.
Yes, sir.
That when to sign up for, when the classes are, things like that.
Yeah, it's usually I do classes based on requests.
Okay.
So I'll work with a specific site. If they want something, they usually contact me. I do have some things open to the public And one thing is for National Nutrition Month, which is March, it's like an awareness campaign just to encourage everyone to eat nutritious and delicious food.
I could probably stand to do that a little bit more.
It's hard, but we
Yeah.
all try, right? Is one thing is that we're hopefully going to start monthly supermarket nutrition tours. Now I'm working towards them, and they will be open to the public in the near future. But we're going to work with some of the county employees first, and because they're limited to about 8 people. So if you can imagine just being in a supermarket about a group of 8 people, we don't want to block the aisle or
Sure.
anything. But taking people around the market and talking about what food groups we should focus on, how to read the food label, what are in our foods, and how do we take our favorite foods and still eat healthy at the same time.
Now, correct me if I'm off base here, but hasn't the food pyramid changed quite a bit in the last few years?
It has. That's a great
Kind of
question.
Based on
Yes.
what I grew up knowing.
Yes. So if you remember the food pyramid, it was kind of confusing because there are hidden messages. It's a pyramid, and it tells you how to focus your food groups, based on eating more of a specific food group or whatnot. But there was a little person on the left side, and the side of the pyramid was actually little stairs to encourage us to do physical activity. So it's kind of difficult to understand all the messages. So in 2011, the USDA updated the pyramid, and they replaced My Pyramid with My Plate. And if you've seen the My Plate image, very simple. It's a little plate, and it's divided by the 5 food groups, and it's telling us to portion control and to make sure we have all 5 food groups every single day. So if you go to the market, you'll see little pictures on the back of food sometimes, and it's to focus on My Plate. And to find more information, you can check out choosemyplate.gov. But it's a lot more simple, and these messages are provided by the USDA under the Dietary Guidelines for Americans, and they're updated every single 5 years. So My Pyramid was 2010. My Plate replaced My Pyramid in 2010. And this year is 2015, so there are new dietary recommendations coming out. So hopefully we'll still follow My Plate, and that's a good way to follow a healthy, balanced diet.
As you're going through these supermarket tours, these are the things that you're focusing on?
Yes, sir. It's to focus on My Plate, and it's really simple.
So is it like reading labels and knowing where things are at? Is that kind of what you guys do?
Yeah, so we use My Plate as the foundation. How do we eat a My Plate meal? And My Plate is, if you can imagine a plate, you cut it in half, about a 9-inch plate, not something really big. 9-inch,
not a platter plate?
Maybe like this
Okay.
big, right? So about a 9-inch plate, you cut it in half, and half the plate should be fruits and vegetables. So it's teaching us to focus on what foods to increase, increasing your fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and low-fat dairy, and dairy foods like your milk, cheese, and yogurt. And then just a portion of your proteins like your meats or beans, and then a portion of your grains, which are your breads, rice, and pasta, and then don't forget the dairy. So it's all 5 food groups are on your plate, and then focusing on a balanced meal, so eating a little bit of everything, more fruits and vegetables because they're lower in calories, and a lot of them are low fat, no cholesterol. So that way we can hopefully prevent obesity and also prevent a lot of those diet-related chronic diseases like type 2 diabetes, osteoporosis, or other things like high cholesterol and high blood pressure.
Okay. Now, any specific grocery stores that you're looking at going to, like a Publix, Winn-Dixie type thing? Or, do you guys already have a partnership set up?
We do. Thanks to Publix supermarkets, I've been working with the corporate office, and the dietitian is very supportive. Publix actually does a lot of nutrition education. If you go to the front of the store, you'll see brochures. They have different lists from reading their labels to looking at, there's a little white ticket, a little brown ticket. There's different things to represent messages such as natural or organic, or even focusing on unit pricing. And that there's a little number there that tells you the cost per unit, and that's the way that you can find out what's the cheapest item or what you'll get the best bang for your buck.
Okay.
So if you go to the front of your market, there's lots of things, even weekly ads. That's a great way to save money. And So Publix was able to put me through Publix cooking school,
Okay.
and they supported me to teach me some of the basic culinary skills. And so when I'm out in the classes, we're teaching people how to eat healthy, but then also how they can cook healthy. So they can take these, the knowledge and the skills, and they can actually take it with them at home or even at the store, because I mean, there's 50,000 products at the store.
Sure.
You know, we have to know how to eat healthy on our own. So these classes, and classes sounds boring, but you know, we try to make them casual and just a fun way to talk about how to eat healthy and what we like to eat, because we all love to eat.
Oh, yeah.
So
Especially
they're
me.
fun. Yeah. So they're fun and educational at the same time.
Okay. Great. Well, I definitely want to sign up for one of those because I could use a little bit of a lesson myself. But well, thank you so much for being here. I sure do appreciate it. And yeah, we'll look for the class postings online on your website coming soon. Guess what? Later on in the month.
Yeah, probably in a month or two. Check out polkextension.com. We also have a calendar of events. You know, they have vegetable gardening. They have different types of 4-H events, as well as my events. They even take people on night hikes. So a lot of fun stuff. Check out the website, the calendar, and if you want, you can follow me on Twitter or Facebook, and I'll start to update those with different types, especially for National Nutrition Month. We'll have articles, activities for children, just tips on eating healthy, and then the tweets will go along with the My Plate messages.
Great. Well, there's lots going on right now with IFAS Extension services, and for more information on that, you can go to their website at polkextension.com, or you can call them at 863-519-1072.